Hello YouTube! I recently went to Disneyland and it was, believe it or not, the first time that I had been to Disneyland in like 2 years or something. I really don't know how I let this happen, but I went after a work trip and it was long overdue and I was very excited, and so I just wanted to make a little video showing you the things that I bought there. And then also on that same trip I went to this amazing store called Muji, which is sort of like a minimalist Japanese sort of small scale IKEA type place. I figured I would just combine this video as half Disneyland haul, half Muji haul. The first thing I bought on this trip was actually this little choker necklace. It was adorable and it has a little sort of like diamondy Mickey ear head. I went with Mallory and then our other coworker Kat. We had a great time. Here's a picture of us having a great time at Disneyland. We all bought these necklaces with a different charm on each of ours. Believe it or not, I didn't already own this. A set of ears. I think that it is so adorable. I saw a lot of people walking around with these at the park and I had to have them, and I'm very excited about the headband ears because I've never really liked the hat ears that much. They just don't look very good on me. The last couple of times I went to Disneyland, I specifically didn't wear a warm coat or like bring a warm coat for the evening time because I was sort of giving myself the free pass to buy myself a Disney sweatshirt. However, I never really found the one, and so most of the times that I did that, I just ended up being cold because I didn't end up buying a sweatshirt. So this is the one that I ended up getting. It is just sort of a really simple gray sweatshirt, but it has this really adorable mini head right here with polka dots and the bow. And then the pockets are super cute. They are just these tiny little pockets that have a little lace detailing and polka dots. And then the best part is that the hood has the lace all the way around, and then the whole back is polka dots. The other big thing that guys, it's begun. The other big thing that I got into on this Disney trip is pin trading. This is something that I have very expertly avoided my entire life. I will admit that I didn't totally understand it. I knew that it was about like pin collecting and I knew that you would trade with people, but I thought that it was more of like, you know, you have to be really well versed on the pins and then like you only trade with other pin traders, and I did not know about the whole like pin books at the stores and like cast lanyard pin things. And so now that my eyes have been opened to the ways of the pin trading, I'm like super in. I got this really adorable lanyard. I actually didn't get the lanyard first. What I got first was the pack of these Disney cupcake pins. I only ended up leaving the park with 4 of them. I believe that the packs come in packs of 7. So I bought this pack to have some to trade. So I traded away the ones I didn't want and ended up getting this little adorable guy and this little Duffy pin and this really pretty pink Aurora pin. Oh, and then I also just for myself purchased this Halloween R2-D2 where he has a sheet on him, which is so cute, and it came with a C-3PO with like a skeleton mask on, which I gave to Ia. Since this happened, I've done some research and also talked to people, and so I've learned some more cost-effective ways to get into pin trading, like not buying the really expensive ones. I've learned about mystery packs and all of that. So if you have any other pin trading tips that you think a noob like me needs to know, let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna slowly engulf and ruin my life. And the last thing that I purchased for myself at Disneyland was this Tower of Terror pin because I was very lucky to get another chance to go to Disneyland before they start turning Tower of Terror into the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. And so I got this Your Room is Ready starring your bellhop pin to commemorate one of my personal favorite rides at the parks that I'm going to miss greatly. So that is everything that I got at Disneyland. I had a really great time. I'm hoping that it will not be another 2 years before I make it to the parks again, and there's a potential that I might be going back to Disneyland Paris later this year, which will be really cool. So I'll keep you posted on my Disneyland life. Now let's look at Muji. So this is my bag. It is very beat up because I had to bring it home in a suitcase, but let's see. So first couple things are I got some socks, some really nice striped socks that are like really tall, which is going to be great because it's starting to get cold. Another pair over here that's like really thick, which I'm super excited about. These were great, and these were pretty cheap. I was excited about that. They were like $5. I also bought this. Every single thing on it is in Japanese, but I think from what I can tell, it's like a microfiber headband thing that you can put on when you get out of the shower, and it will help your hair dry faster, which is super cool. So I'm excited to give this a try and see, you know, if I put my hair up in this while I do my makeup, if it, you know, cuts down on hair drying time or whatever. Otherwise, I'm just gonna look really stylish when I get ready in the morning. Next thing I got was this notepad. Mostly it's just paper, but I also got these really adorable gel pens, and so I was feeling inspired to buy another notebook, I guess. So these were really smooth, awesome writing pens, and also it's just been a really long time since I'd had gel pens, so I got them in pink, dark green, and light green. And then I also got this like super sweet pink highlighter, because you can never have too many highlighters. This is called a face lotion sheet. I imagine that this is like a face mask kind of situation. Unfortunately, all of the instructions are in Japanese, and it's been like over 10 years since I took Japanese, so I can like kind of sound some stuff out, but for the most part all I have to go off of is this picture of this woman right here with this thing on her face. So I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know. Next I got just one of these little hair clips. I use these when I'm like curling my hair, and I forgot to bring any on my trip, so this was super useful, and I already got good use out of it on the trip itself. This is underwear, but I got it because one, it was 50% off, and two, it's called lace trim hipster panties, which I'm pretty sure just means that it like hangs low on your hips or something, but I like the idea of hipster underwear. So I got these. This is a little tiny thing that is a stand for your toothbrush, and I already used it on my trip, and it's amazing because you never want to put your toothbrush just like on the counter in a hotel that you don't know how well it was cleaned. I'm gonna demonstrate with this pen, but basically you just like stick your toothbrush in there and it just sits up like this, and it looks amazing. Like your toothbrush just looks so freaking regal in this thing. I love it, and I wish that I'd gotten more of them to give to everyone I know. There's a thing I didn't know I needed with the toothbrush holder. This little thing that is like a little ring holder. So I like to wear jewelry on vacation, but I tend not to because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose it if I just put it on the nightstand, and then, you know, maybe one of the people who come to clean the room don't notice and knock it on the floor, and there's just a lot of, you know, unknowns around bringing jewelry on trips. So I like that you can just set this on your nightstand and put your rings on this, and then they stay safer and you know to look for it, and I am pretty excited to start using this. The last thing that I got, I was gonna open with Mallory because she got one too, but we're now both home from this trip and it didn't happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. This is a shrink wrapped t-shirt. This is a t-shirt, and this is how it came, and it was $5. Generally, I try to, like, you know, buy nicer quality clothes, and so I would never really, in any other situation, like, even buy a $5 t-shirt, but this was just so interesting to me that this shirt came in a cube that I had to do it, so this is happening. Okay, so right now I've got it between the two pieces. Oh, no, it's not trying to explode out. Wow! Okay, this is crazy. This shirt is still just, like, in block form. I could like build a tower out of these. I kind of don't want to take it apart because it's so cool, but I also want to see what the shirt looks like. So this is the shirt. Future me can remember what it felt like because it's so cool. Okay, all right, let's do this. So I'm opening it. Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, that part unrolls. All right, so this is what we got so far. And then I imagine we just, okay. All right, well, that is a shirt. I'm not really sure if the first time you wash this, all the wrinkles just like come out, or if the shirt kind of always has this sort of crinkly look. I don't know, but I will report back once I wash it once. I also don't know if I'm supposed to wear it like this. I don't know. This is just very bizarre to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just very excited that I was able to go to Disneyland, and I really hope that I get to go again soon because it had definitely been too long, and I like hadn't noticed how much time had gone by because I follow so many Disney people online that I just sort of still felt like I get that dose of Disney every day. So thank you also to my friends who consistently make great Disney content because it makes it easier for those of us who don't get to go to the park as often. I hope you guys are all having a great time in your lives, and I will see you soon. Also, let me know down in the comments if you are a pin trader because I'm really into it. Okay, you guys are the best. I'll see you next time. Bye!